Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you. And this is a brand from United Arab Emirates. This is one of the newest perfume brands from Middle East. This one is called Emam, and in this one in particular, I unboxed and reviewed a few of their fragrances before, a couple of them, and for the price, they were very impressive. Because they are a new company, which they want to make name of themselves, especially in a very crowded market in the Middle East in terms of perfumes. So they have to put something special out to get people's attention. For that, I always think if there is a new company coming around, in the beginning they do their best to impress, and they put their best ingredients and the best perfumery in there to do that. So for that, for the last few weeks, I unboxed a couple of their fragrances, and for the price, they were very impressive. So this one, I had to get a third one to see how it is, and this one is the high end of the Emam. The other two I unboxed, they were under £30. They were EDPs, and this one is Extrait De Parfum, and this one is under £50. So this is a little bit pricier, but let's see. I was very excited when it says Extrait De Parfum, and it was from Emam, so I thought I have to get it to see how the stacks up. But before I do the unboxing, please, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. Amazing value for money, they smell great, and they could be a hidden gem. If you want to support me by buying one of my own perfumes, I'm a perfumer myself. I make my own line of perfumes. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, I'm the creator. So they are true handmade perfumes just for lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. That gives them the huge personality. They are very big, bold, very artistic and unique. They are like time capsule. They take you different places, different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Also, there are other reviews reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you are interested. Thank you very much for your love and support, and let's go. So this one is a cylinder box, but with thick cardboard, almost like a wood. It's got details here. It's got the pricing. I paid £34 for it, so I get it a little bit discounted. And let's see. Sorry about the noise when you do unboxing. You can't do much about it. Yeah. Come on, Emam, don't let me down. Okay. So, cylinder white with this beautiful, very nice, is embossed, and it says Dubai Sahara. There are things in English it says Sahara, but in Arabic it says Dubai Sahari. Sahari in Arabic basically means magic. Although Sahara means desert, but Sahari means magic. Don't quote me on that. My Arabic is not 100%. I am a little bit rustic on the Arabic, but I think this means Dubai magic or Dubai magician or something like that. Anyway, so let's say Dubai magic or Dubai Sahara, which means Dubai desert. Either of them sounds good. And it says Emam Extrait De Parfum 100ml, and you got the details, blah blah blah. On the top we have this golden Emam logo, which is very nice, and the bottle itself looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that, beautiful bottle. So it sits in this velvet gallery, which is quite nice. So again, for the price, very nicely designed, good quality. Is you cannot ask for more. Where in big companies, in European big companies, get presentation like this under £50. I paid under £35 for it. So very, very good presentation. As always, they give you everything plus the kitchen sink in terms of the what you get, what you pay from the Middle East, from United Arab Emirates in particular. This one is from them. So Dubai Sahara or Dubai Sahari, whichever it is. Al Emam, beautiful bottle. Look at the coloring. It goes from black to pink. Gorgeous color. It's got the sticker in the bottom, and the cap is basically, the bottling is looks like Louis Vuitton's bottling. I'm not sure if it is inspired by Louis Vuitton. Not sure, but it looks like bottling from Louis Vuitton, or they are trying to make it similar. So the cap is got a nice weight to it, and it's plastic, and yeah, it's over the plastic, but it's a very hard plastic. And the atomizer is golden and modern. And here we go. Pressurized atomizer. Beautiful. So this one is targeted unisex, and wow, super strong. Goodness me. Here we go. First impression for Dubai Sahari or Dubai Sahara. And this one is from Al Emam, Extrait De Parfum 100ml, targeted unisex. And here we go. Wow. So the two before I unboxed before from the Al Emam were very impressive, especially for EDP, especially for a price under £30. This one tops those two. So super well blended, very smooth, very rounded, very well blended, very well put together. Smells gorgeous, smells high quality, smells like £150 plus perfume. Smells very expensive. No alcohol, no harshness, no chemical, no sharpness, none of those. Straight to the perfume, and the perfume here is very full bodied. It's full bodied, is deep, is dense, is thick, and is super floral. So you need to like your floral fragrances to enjoy it. I'm definitely smelling some rose. I'm smelling definitely a rose in here. And what else? I'm smelling some white florals, probably is jasmine, because it's got a little of andolicness to it. And I'm smelling a little of orange blossom as well. So it's orange blossom, rose, and jasmine. These three are very, very dominant. Right now, you opened up basically these three. No, everything else is way in the background. I'm smelling some citruses. Definitely citrusy, so a little bit of bergamot, maybe a little bit of lemon in here, but not too much, just a hint of it. And maybe even a little bit of grapefruit. Yeah, a little bit of grapefruit in here as well. So it is a little bit of citrusy, but the citruses are just basically nuance rather than a big player. They get lost very quickly. The florals are huge in here. So this is a floral fragrance. So this is floral, more floral. It's a big rose in here. What kind of rose? It's a type of fresh rose. So it is not a deep, dark, dense rose. It's a fresh rose. But in the same time, because it's got a big jasmine and a big orange blossom behind it, it makes it very deep and dense. So fresh, yes, but in the same time, very deep, very dense, very thick. But it's not jammy, it's not dark, it's not spicy in a way. There is a hint of spice in here. Definitely spicy, but the spices are very fresh spices. So I'm guessing maybe a little bit of pink pepper or pepper, maybe a little bit of nutmeg in here, just giving it a little hint of nuttiness. Yeah, it's got a hint of nuttiness in here. So very mysterious. It smells very mysterious. It smells like you are basically, when you're smelling it, it's not opening up. It's just basically like this. It's not like this to say, okay, I can smell this, I can smell that specifically. But if you know what you're looking for, and your nose is, you got experience and trained or something like that, you can pick them up. But for somebody who is not trained or experienced in smelling perfumes, this is very mysterious. It's like as it says, Dubai Sahari, which means Dubai magic, or magic Dubai, or Dubai magician. It's like a magician, basically. You don't know what you're getting, and but in the same time you know what you're getting. So it's got a very woody base. Yeah, very woody base, but the woods are very clean. It's a combination of cedar sandalwood woods, and also it's quite creamy. So where does the creaminess come from? Is that vanilla in here? It could be a vanilla, it could be a benzoin. Definitely vanilla in here, so it's vanillic. It's quite musky as well in the same time. It's very musky. So when you opened up straight away, it was quite musky, and the musk in here is very, very clean again. So it's a clean musk overall. Very floral, so little bit of citrus, very floral, especially combination of rose, jasmine, and orange blossom. After that is a fresh spiciness. Maybe there's a pink pepper in here, or maybe a little bit of nutmeg. And the base is very woody, which is cedar sandalwood combination, because very, very clean. In the same time, it's very smooth and it's very creamy. So it's a telltale sign of good sandalwood in here. So, and also the big musk. So it's quite musky from the beginning. It was musky, but the musk in here is very clean again. So it's a very clean musk. So unisex, yes, definitely. To my nose, this is quite unisex. As always, perfume scent fragrances don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. But in here, for people who can't carry florals, this is big on the floral. I absolutely loving it, because I'm a huge fan of floral fragrances. Fragrances without florals is very poor. Okay, so the whole journey of perfumery in human culture started from floral. So what do you get when you take the floral out? You're just getting very poor perfume. So for that, I think it smells great, smells rich, smells very opulent, it smells higher quality, smells very classy. In the same time, it's quite playful because of those florals in here, but in the same time, it's a little bit on the serious side of things. So it's again a very mysterious smell to it. Wow. So there is a hint of booziness in here. I'm not sure where does that come from. So it could be a cinnamon in here, because it's giving me a little bit of booziness, and also a little bit of camphorous feel to it, a little bit of green feel to it, a little bit of leafiness to it. Again, it could be a patchouli in here, then giving it that leafy, or maybe there's a vetiver. I don't think it's vetiver. It doesn't smell like vetiver, but it smells like patchouli or similar to patchouli. So it could be a patchouli in here, giving it that camphorous, a little bit of earthy, a little bit of that chocolatey feel as well. Wow, but it's gorgeous, beautiful, very nice. So for the price I paid, this is you can find it under £50 United Kingdom. I paid around £35 for it. For the price, this is gorgeous, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. Oh, I'm smelling something. Okay, what is that? Yeah, a little bit of lipsticky feel to it. So is there iris in here as well? I'm not sure. Little bit of lipsticky, little bit of that. Could be that there's a violet in here as well. It smells like violet to me. Yeah, it smells like violet. So rose, jasmine, orange blossom, and violet. So very, very floral. Very floral. Is giving it a little bit of lipsticky, little bit of makeup-y feel to it as well. Overall, again, yes, unisex to my nose, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of those huge florals. If you are a man and you are not comfortable with florals, this is probably going to be a little bit too much for you. But again, for me, this is a bang in the middle unisex. It's gorgeous, it's absolutely beautiful. So if you like floral, especially rose, jasmine, orange blossom, violet, if you like a little bit of citrusy, in the beginning it had a little bit of citrus just to lift it up. Overall, I've classified this fragrance as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as oriental floral fragrance. So this is a floral fragrance. The base has got a very clean woods. See the sandalwood combination, but it's very clean. This musk is clean as well. It's quite musky overall, and actually the musk is quite big. Yeah, it's a big player, musk. So you need to like your musky fragrances to enjoy it. And also a little bit of lipsticky feel, little bit of boozy feel, little bit of camphor, little bit of leafiness to it as well. Not too much, just a hint, and little bit of fresh spiciness to it. So if you like a combination of these fragrances, oh, what is that? Smells like what's his name? It's not tobacco, no. Anyway, so it's quite leafy. Yeah, it's quite a little bit leafy, little bit herbal as well, but not too much. Anyway, so this is for me is unisex, but for some people it could be too much, if especially man. If you're a lady, you definitely would like this because this big florals in here. Is there any fruitiness in here? No, there's no fruitiness, so it's big on the florals. So who's it for? Definitely I would say 25 years and older to on the safe side, because this is oriental first and foremost. It's quite complex and it's very classy. In the same time, it's very floral. So this is I think a mature nose will appreciate this better than a youngster. Gender, as I said, bang in the middle, but it leans a little bit on the feminine side because of the huge florals in here. And also this is very opulent, so it's very good for going out, special occasion, evening, close encounter, dating, special ceremony like wedding, like birthdays. Very opulent. And in terms of season, this is all year round. It's got some freshness to it. You can use it in summer. It's got some depth and complexity to it. You can use it in winter. So it's a very versatile in that. Overall, for a first impression, I give it 2 thumbs up. Yes. But with a one caveat that this is not everybody's cup of tea because of this whole huge florals aspect of this fragrance. It makes it quite particular for people who love their floral fragrances, especially if you like the combination of rose, jasmine, orange blossom and violet in here. They are shining and they are basically dominant players in here. There's no two ways about it. It's very floral and it's very musky in the same time. Okay guys, so that was the first impression of this beautiful fragrance from the brand Emam, and this is Dubai Saharh Extrait De Parfum. By the way, Extrait De Parfum, making it very deep and dense and thick, so it's going to be very good performer. I think I'll let you know in the next video the performance, the development, things like that. But for the first impression, absolutely yes. I'm loving it. It's very good quality, especially for the price I paid. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money. They smell great and they're hidden gems. This beauty is definitely a hidden gem. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you, like people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality. Very big, very bold, very artistic and unique, and they're like time capsule. They take it different places, different time, and they are super beautiful if I say myself. Also, there are other reviews reviewed my perfumes. You can go and check them out if you're interested. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.